In this video, we shall be taking you to the eastern part of Africa, and we shall be shining the light on the most homogeneous country in Africa, Somalia. Most often when people talk about Somalia, they shine the light on the negative aspects of the country exclusively. But the truth is there is so much more about this country beyond war and poverty, which is what we shall be unpacking in this video. So if you are new here, welcome. Please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our videos. 1. Somalia is located in the Horn of Africa and features a diverse geography characterized by arid plains, plateaus, and coastal regions along the Indian Ocean. The country is bordered by Djibouti to the northwest, Ethiopia to the west, and Kenya to the southwest. Its coastline, spanning over 3,300 kilometers, is one of the longest in Africa, with natural harbors like Mogadishu and Kismayo. The interior consists mainly of rugged plateaus and lowlands, with the northern region characterized by the Somaliland area, featuring mountains such as the Gondala and the isolated Guban plateau. Somalia experiences a hot, arid climate with two main seasons: a rainy season from April to June, and a shorter one from October to December. The geography influences its agriculture, largely dependent on seasonal rains, while pastoralism remains vital for livelihoods. Additionally, the country is rich in biodiversity, with unique flora and fauna adapted to its diverse habitats. 2. Somalia's history is marked by a rich tapestry of cultures and influences. Ancient Somali people engaged in trade with Arab, Persian, and Indian merchants, leading to the establishment of powerful city-states like Mogadishu and Zayla in the medieval period. The spread of Islam in the 7th century profoundly shaped Somali society. In the late 19th century, Somalia fell under colonial rule, divided among Britain, France, and Italy. Following World War II, Somalia gained independence in 1960, merging British Somaliland and Italian Somaliland into a unified nation. Siad Barre's military regime, which came to power in 1969, aimed to modernize the country but became increasingly authoritarian, leading to civil unrest. The collapse of his government in 1991 plunged Somalia into civil war, resulting in decades of conflict, famine, and the rise of various factions. Efforts for stabilization and rebuilding have continued since, although challenges in governance and security persist in the region. 3. Somalia's political system is characterized by a hybrid structure that combines federalism with traditional governance. Following decades of civil war, a provisional constitution was adopted in 2012, establishing a federal government intended to promote stability and inclusivity. The government is divided into 3 branches: executive, legislative, and judiciary. The president is the head of state, elected by a parliamentary assembly, while the prime minister oversees the executive branch. The bicameral parliament consists of the House of the People and the Upper House, representing federal member states. Somalia's political landscape is complex, influenced by clan affiliations and regional dynamics. Federal member states, such as Puntland and Jubaland, have varying degrees of autonomy, which sometimes leads to tensions with the central government. While recent elections were significant strides toward democracy, challenges remain, including ongoing security threats from militant groups like Al-Shabaab, political instability, and issues surrounding governance and public services. 4. Somalia's economy is largely informal, driven by agriculture, livestock, and remittances from the Somali diaspora. Agriculture, including subsistence farming and livestock herding, is crucial, with camels, cattle, and goats being significant assets. The country has fertile regions, particularly along the Shebelle and Juba rivers, where crops like sorghum and maize are grown. The fishing industry is also vital, benefiting from Somalia's extensive coastline. However, ongoing insecurity and piracy have hindered maritime development. Remittances from Somalis abroad constitute a crucial part of the economy, providing a lifeline to families and contributing to local businesses. Despite these strengths, Somalia faces considerable challenges, including a lack of infrastructure, ongoing conflict, and political instability. Efforts to rebuild the economy have gained momentum, with initiatives aimed at improving governance, enhancing trade relations, and attracting foreign investment, but significant barriers remain to achieving sustainable development. 5. Somalia's transportation system faces significant challenges due to decades of conflict and underdevelopment. The country lacks a comprehensive infrastructure, but it includes a mix of road, air, and maritime transport. Roads are often in poor condition, especially in rural areas, making travel difficult. Major cities like Mogadishu and Hargeisa have some paved roads, but many routes remain unsealed and impassable during the rainy season. Air travel is vital, with Mogadishu International Airport being the primary gateway, along with smaller airports connecting regional cities. Although air traffic has increased, safety concerns persist. Maritime transport plays an essential role, facilitated by Somalia's extensive coastline. Key ports like Mogadishu and Berbera are crucial for trade. Efforts to rebuild and improve the transportation sector are ongoing, with international support aimed at enhancing road networks and airport facilities, which are critical for economic recovery and regional integration. 6. Somalia's healthcare system faces numerous challenges, primarily due to years of conflict, instability, and limited resources. The country has a fragmented system, combining public, private, and traditional healthcare services. Public health facilities are underfunded and often lack essential medicines and equipment, particularly in rural areas. Healthcare access is severely constrained, with only a small percentage of the population receiving adequate medical care. Common health issues include malaria, respiratory infections, and malnutrition, particularly among children and mothers. International organizations and NGOs play a crucial role in providing healthcare support, focusing on maternal and child health, disease control, and emergency services. Innovative community health programs have emerged to extend services to underserved areas, often utilizing trained local health workers. Despite these efforts, significant barriers remain, including infrastructural deficits, inadequate healthcare infrastructure, and ongoing insecurity. Strengthening the healthcare system is vital for improving health outcomes and addressing the country's pressing health challenges. 7. Somalia's education system has faced significant challenges due to decades of conflict and instability, but efforts to rebuild and improve access to education are ongoing. The system consists of 3 main levels: primary, secondary, and tertiary education. Primary education is free and has seen improvements, with an increasing number of children enrolled, although gender disparity remains an issue. Secondary education is less accessible, and many students drop out due to economic pressures or security concerns. Tertiary institutions, including universities and technical colleges, are emerging but struggle with limited resources and infrastructure. Education is often delivered through a mix of public, private, and non-profit schools, with community-based programs playing a vital role. International organizations and NGOs are actively involved in supporting educational initiatives, focusing on improving curriculum, teacher training, and access in underserved areas. Overall, while strides are being made, achieving a sustainable, inclusive education system remains a critical challenge. 8. The cost of living in Somalia varies significantly by region, largely influenced by insecurity, economic instability, and local market conditions. Urban areas, particularly Mogadishu, have higher living costs compared to rural regions. Basic expenses like food, housing, and transportation often present challenges for many families. Rent for modest accommodations in cities generally ranges from $100 to $400 per month, while food costs are relatively high due to supply chain disruptions. A meal at a local restaurant typically costs around $5 to $10. Transportation remains affordable, with shared taxis being common, though road conditions can complicate travel. Healthcare and education costs can also strain household budgets, particularly with limited public services. Despite these challenges, remittances from the Somali diaspora are crucial for many families, supplementing incomes and contributing to local economies. Overall, the cost of living reflects both the country's ongoing conflicts and the resilience of its people. 9. Somalia is home to several ethnic groups, predominantly composed of Somali people, who share a common language and cultural heritage. The Somali ethnic identity is further divided into 4 major clans: the Dur, Hawaii, Darod, and Isaac, each consisting of various sub-clans. These clans play a significant role in social organization, politics, and conflict resolution within Somali society. The clan system influences resource allocation and community dynamics, often affecting national unity. Apart from the dominant Somali groups, there are minority communities, including Bantu, Arab, and Ethiopian populations, each contributing to the country's cultural diversity. Islam is the dominant religion and unites most Somalis, shaping their customs and social norms. Despite challenges such as civil conflict and regional disparities, the rich ethnic tapestry continues to influence Somali identity and resilience, fostering a sense of community amidst adversity. 10. Somali cuisine is a vibrant blend of flavors, reflecting its rich cultural heritage and trade history. Staples include rice, pasta, and flatbreads, often served with flavorful stews made from meat, chicken, or fish. Dishes like baris isak, spiced rice, and sukor, stir-fried meat, are popular. Spices such as cumin, cardamom, and cinnamon are commonly used, enhancing the dish's aromas. Solwo, a sweet made from sugar, cornstarch, and cardamom, is a favorite dessert. The cuisine emphasizes communal dining, showcasing the importance of hospitality in Somali culture. Overall, Somali food is hearty, aromatic, and diverse.